Beautiful love, let's come into our gorgeous heart space, and today we are going to supercharge and energize the cells of your beautiful face. So your face is so incredibly valuable, important, all the things. So let's start with loving what is, and just knowing your face is communicating to others, and it's having a conversation, and it's having a dance while you're in this beautiful life. So I feel like I have the ping to do this because I live in West Palm Beach, and I see, lots of, additions to the face. And I just want to invite people into the awareness of what can shift on a consciousness level by just talking to yourselves, by simply speaking to yourselves, being really beautiful and kind to your face, using your face products as if they are adornment rituals, as if they are like sparkly rainbow light that's feeding your cells. So I've had a lot of clients with beautiful success in their face by just shifting the way they see themselves. And so I wanted to bring this gift out into the world. So I'm Samantha Blossom. I'm the co-author of the Mandarin Tree, Manifest Joy, Luck, Magic with Pamela Chen. And I'm also in the process of writing a beautiful app called the Love Codes with Samantha Jo Harvey. She's former Rockette, and would love all of your love sparkles and support. So feel free to press like or subscribe or get on our wait list for the Love Codes, for body key codes, all the things. So yay. So let's first talk about the consciousness of the cells of the face, and then I'll actually go in and do a body key codes process. So in the body key codes process, we essentially bring more life force, more consciousness, higher frequency light into your cellular system so that the face cells can have more access to light, and they can shift, evolve, and micro adjust in the ways that are correct for you at this time. So first, what happens to the face? Sometimes we've been dating someone for quite a while, and they will place projections over us. And you're like, wow, I dated this person. Why am I still attracting the same person? And it could be that there have been thought forms that have crystallized and stabilized in and around the face. You may have, I'm in the coaching mentorship space, so I see a lot of clients. You may have clients that have projected their thought forms or their ideas or their thoughts and stories onto your face that can accidentally crystallize into your face. And we don't even know that these things happen, right? Because it happens so fast, it's very unconscious. But for a lot of us empaths in the world, what we can see is we're like, there's something off with my face. This doesn't feel like me. And it's like these energy cords that are kind of like just there, but what can you do about them? Well, this is what we can do about them. We're going to talk about it in depth here. But there are so many tools that you can bring to the table first. One, I want to call in the gold scissors, and it will look very silly, but I want to say that I've had clients unmanifest large pimples. I've had clients release like little nodules in their skin, like so many different things have dissolved from using the gold scissors technique. So the gold scissors, you would imagine your fingertips are like little tiny gold scissors, and you're cutting away the energy cords, the thought forms, the ideas, the little sound bites that people have been projecting onto you. Take those little gold energy cords, release. And then, almost like you're pulling weeds, you're gonna go to the root of it, pull it out, put it into a little gold lotus flower, and then fill it up with sparkly rainbow. So your cells are super intelligent, and they always want to heal, and they want to come back to their like most vibrant function, form, and shape. But when there's a foreign energy that's kind of jammed into there, it makes it harder for it to come back to its original coating and heal. So this process helps us to kind of like pull out those thought forms, release them, flood them back into the sky, and then bring you back to your optimal best. So You may even have employees. Maybe some of your employees are upset with you. They put out these thought forms and it all starts to sponge up in your face. So the session we're going to code today is every single time that you watch this, it is going to be brand new. It is going to recode your system in a new way. So the way that physical reality works is that things shift on a consciousness level first. So there are instructions that go into the cell. So when we can shift and update the instructions flowing into the cellular system, the cell expression will shift and change and expand. So that is where we're at here. Now think about the ripple effect. Why is it so important to update the consciousness of your face? You want to be like, hey, while you're here sitting, your face is emanating peace. It's emanating, I'm approachable. It's emanating friendliness. It's emanating, oh my gosh, like this life is so good. Like I'm feeling so alive. Like you want to send that vibration out through the cells of your face. Now, I've had clients that were like, I feel like I'm really happy. And I feel like I'm telling people that I'm happy, but the way that people are interpreting my face is off. And this could be a past event, a past relationship, something, some past experience, or even just vibrationally being around a close friend. You might be sponging their emotions. You might be sponging their thought forms, and you didn't even know that that was happening. So that's what I love about this work, because it's those things where you're like, it's in the unseen. It's just subtly uncomfortable. I don't know why it's uncomfortable. I can't exactly pinpoint it. And this is the solution for that. So I used to have acne all over my face, my chest, my back. And I felt like I had tried every cream. I tried acupuncture. I tried Western medicine. I remember doing, I don't know, all the crazy creams. Maybe I did Accutane at some point, but I just tried everything. Nothing worked for me until I started working with Body Talk. So Body Talk is the system that I learned, and then I have kind of morphed it into body key codes. So morphed my version into body key codes. So that's what we'll be playing with today. And so I am so grateful for this healing modality. I remember sitting in front of the mirror and being like, universe, if you just take this acne away from my face, I will be happy forever. Because it wasn't just about, it wasn't just that I had acne. It was like, it was red, it was fiery, it was inflamed. I remember having a boil on my face. Like, it was intense. And I don't think I ever knew that I was so empathic. And people would come to me and they'd tell me their problems. And my cells would be like, tell me your problems. I'm just going to sponge it up and hold it. So we don't want to do that. So this is where we're going to teach your cellular system how to metabolize, how to process, how to digest, how to release those thought forms so you can get back to what's true for you. I also call this celebrity training, because if you are here for a huge impact and you're going to be in a big audience and you're going to be on stage and you're going to have lots of clients, lots of projections at you, we want to make sure that you have a lot of strong, what I call wei qi. It's a Chinese medicine term. You have thick wei qi, like thick ass wei qi, like protection energy around your system. So when people project things at you, it just kind of, you either alchemize it, synthesize it, digest it, release it, let it float away, or you don't even feel it because it's so outside of your aura. So let us begin. This is going to be a body key code session. And in the Body Talk system, we talk about 3 brains. It's the head brain, the heart brain, and the small intestines, the gut brain. You're going to hear me use Body Talk and body key codes interchangeably at this time, while body key codes is still forming its own identity and downloading. So exciting. You're at the beginning of this work. I love it. Okay. So there are torsion fields, which means there are signals and energies that are emitting from your system. When we update the head brain, the heart brain, and the gut brain, now these 3 brains are in coherence. And when they are in coherence, we create a coherent field. And when we are in a coherent field, your cells naturally vibrate higher, and they will emanate they'll emanate love, they'll emanate like all these things, and that makes you incredibly magnetic. It makes you attractive, magnetic, all the things. And what it really is you are at your core signal, your soul signal. And your soul is emanating out a vibration. And your physical body is in response to that core signal. That's what we want, because that means you are on your dharmic path. And you being on your dharmic path, that is the sweet spot. That's the key. You're like, wait, I was born for something like this is what I was meant to do. And you're actually on track doing that. And your body will show you, yeah, this is it. You're in alignment. You're on track. You're channeling the thing. You're writing the thing. You're doing the podcast. It's you being more you in the body. And the body will say, nice work. I love that you're being more you. And your face will feel more like yourself. So let's get into it. This is going to work differently for each of you. So just know this is for you specifically. Nice deep breaths. Let's start by coming into our heart space. Inhaling, exhaling, coming into the heart space, already feeling the frequency of love codes. Feeling so much love, divine love flowing through your body, flowing through your cellular system. Feel your grounding cord landing, dropped into the center of the earth. Feel your body micro-adjusting, coming into the core essence of you. And from here, we can lovingly ask for all of your guides to be here. We have little fairies. Your little fairies can update the skin of the cells of the skin. Your little fairies can come down. We can have your infinite dragons supporting. We have infinite sky codes, infinite earth codes. So while we're working here, you are not using your identity body to create. We are asking for the infinite universe to come in to help you create, because that gives you more than enough available energy so that you can create, new life force in your field and in your system. So nice deep breaths, long deep breathing, nice deep breaths. Okay. Interesting, what's coming up first is the saliva. We're going to update the consciousness of your sense of taste on the tongue, and we are optimizing the saliva. So the saliva will connect to the pancreas, have a conversation with the pancreas. The pancreas will create enzymes. The enzymes will help you break down and digest your food. So the first thing that wants to come up is this conversation of when you eat a food, what is your immediate reaction? What is the saliva saying to your food? And we're updating that it's like, this food is beautiful. It's so appropriate for me. It feels so amazing. It's so tasty. It's beautiful. So you are already recoding how your saliva body digests the food that you intake, making it more beautiful, coming in through the digestive system so that the digestive system can operate more in alignment with your flow and deliver those tiny food particles, those little nutrients, where they need to go so that the skin can feel really supple. So that's our first formula. Gently tap on head, heart, and tummy. Nice deep breaths. Okay. Next, it's like we have these like energy cords, these strings that we're pulling out. We're releasing thought forms from the past. This is also connected to different parts of the head. We're releasing these thought forms where other people projected things onto the face. So we're pulling out these ideas. It's like, at first they love you and they're blessing you. And then for some reason their imagination created something dark and heavy about you. Who knows? But we're pulling all those emotions, thoughts, like incongruent ideas, and we're pulling it out of the face. Pulling it out of cheeks, out of the eyes, out of the ears, and just flooding it back to source. And then imagine it's like you're giving your face like a rainbow light bath, like so much rainbow. Your cells are taking in the rainbow, your cells are drinking in the rainbow, your cells are like, whoa, I'm inside of a sparkling rainbow bath, this is so fun. So it's like So much light, so much light, so much light. Drinking in, going into the tiny little cellular system. Flowing into the brain. I'm observing, so the brain, your brain also creates the hologram of who you are. So this identity of how you see yourself on a brain level is shifting. Okay, we're tuning in to the central thalamus. We're optimizing subregion 3, a little bit around self-doubt. We're stabilizing that so that you stabilize the image of who you're becoming. We also have the front and the back of the thalamus, how you see your past and your future balancing, but also that dharma piece, like optimizing your dharma, which means adjusting the tiny little frequencies of the face to share your dharma, so that your face is emanating, this is my dharma, this is my dharmic path. Like, so people immediately when they see your face, they can feel, they're like, oh, that's her, she's on her dharmic path. And they can immediately know, I want to work with her, or I don't want to work with her. Or I want to date her, I don't want to date her. Or I want to be her friend, I don't want to be her. Like, it is a much clearer signal, a much stronger vibrational conversation from your face emanating out into the universe. Okay, gentle tapping head, heart, and tummy. Okay, nice deep breaths. Okay, we have a little bit of a shift at the atlas. So, it's at the base here. It's kind of like where your head is sitting on. And also little thought forms getting pulled out of the atlas. Nice deep breaths. And again, it's this tiny little adjustment of like when people saw you from a distorted perspective, also for the sweet empaths out there, because your energy field is so malleable and so soft. And so when people place these projections on you, you just play out those roles and you don't even realize you're playing out those roles. So this is especially good for you. We're going to pull that out of the atlas. It's almost like puppet strings. Pull that out of the atlas. Pull it out of even your arms and like open the heart meridian. So we have the heart meridian, pericardium meridian, which is the heart protection, opening up, nourishing the cells of the skin. So now the heart is opening and it's saying, wait, let me fuel lots of love into the tiny little cells of the skin. It's like, like, yes, this is how beautiful I feel. This is how alive I feel. This is how happy and exhilarated I feel. Like all that energy moving up, emanating out into the face. So especially if, you know, I have some clients that are like a jazz musician, performers, all these things, right? We want your natural soul essence to be able to beam out into the universe. So beautiful. Okay, gentle tapping on head, heart, and tummy. Nice deep breaths, long deep breathing. Beautiful. We're just gonna let you download for a moment. So in the body talk system, when they say download, it's like you're settling in. Your consciousness is updating, it's upgrading. We're giving it space to move all the chi, all the life force. And I'm just gonna sit and be quiet and just see what else wants to come through. So I've been calling myself the philosopher of artful living. And because there are so many ways to experience this same lifetime with so much more peace, so much more harmony, so much more joy. And I think because I had I would call it potentially like a chaotic childhood, or I would call it a very fast-paced, moving, wild childhood. So the learning to live such a peaceful life, it's taken me a lot of time to get here. And the beautiful part of it is that the styles of problems that I have now are very solvable, whereas like in my past I feel like the problems would be very dramatic. And it's just so nice to realize our own consciousness level, our own brainwaves, the way we see ourselves, the way we see life, because we shift and change from the inside, that will change how the environment, the external hologram, mirrors back to you. So that's why I love this work. And what I want to say is to everyone out in the quantum universe is that everyone can change, and to give you that hope wherever you're at, because you could be, living the dreamiest, most materialistically beautiful life and still feel deep unfulfillment. And I want to say, if you're in that space, there's so much aliveness available for you. You could be in this space where, you're just so sweet and so loving and have tried so many things, but for some reason the external world is just so hard for you. And it just seems like surprise attack after surprise, something happens to you. I also want to let you know that you can evolve your entire hologram of a universe. There was a time when I lived in an apartment in Taiwan, 9 people in 3 bedrooms. And now I'm in West Palm Beach in a 1-bedroom, but I'm in a very beautiful, beautiful part of the United States, I would say. Like, I'm probably in one of the most wealthiest places on the planet because I'm right next to Palm Beach. And consciousness updates. That's all I could say. I was like, keep updating your consciousness, and the things that are for you will find their way to you. And everything is shiftable, everything is changeable, everything is malleable, and things can change so much faster than you think. Okay, this next piece is for if you've ever had a past business partnership that didn't go well, if you ever had a past partner that didn't go well, if you ever had a close past friend where it's like, oh wait, something happened. This is melting all those micro conversations in the face. So we're going to do what's called an active memory network, search and retrieve, and we're starting to release all the active memories around the face. All the times someone wanted you to play a role that wasn't even true for you, someone that wanted you to be out of integrity when it wasn't actually true for you, but maybe you were scared and you were like, this is the only way I can feel safe or protect yourself, etc. All those things. We're going to run light codes through all those times when your face just had to like, oh gosh, I just have to say this to protect myself even though I don't feel like it's true. Like, we're going to run active memory release, light codes flood through the system, flood through the cells, and bring all the cells back into a higher integrity, essentially linking the cells of the face to the large intestines and digesting out the story. From the cosmic perspective, Cosmos is like, I love you infinitely, but our human minds can start to record things, and it can say, oh no, I did this, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling guilty, like I shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. Like, and all of that is from the human mind. But from the cosmic mind is like, I love you, I'm so excited you exist, I want to give you all the things. And when we can process and digest these active memory networks, these events, these emotions, the way we perceive them on a micro level, when we can dissect, dissolve those things, now the plumbing system of the universe can say, okay, that's digested. You learned everything you need to learn from there. Let's give her the next thing. Otherwise it's like, and that's where we see these like jammed up things in the face. It's like, oh, it's like that event, you didn't see the whole thing and you didn't learn from it. And it's like, oh, you're still holding that other person's emotions. Like, this is all to melt all of that. So let's gently tap on the head, gently tap on the heart, gently tap on the tummy. So beautiful. Okay, my love, so feel free to come back to this experience over and over again. Anytime you feel like, wow, I would just like love for my face to have a glow up, sparkle up, this is the class to come back to. This is the cellular optimization to come back to. And I'm so excited. So if you love this work as much as I love this work, send me a message, send me a comment, let me know how this is feeling for your cellular system. Let me know what kind of body key code session you would like next. And also message me to get on the wait list for the Love Codes app, because it's going to be so magical, and you're going to learn how to live a heart-led life. Because when your heart is open, your heart actually emits a frequency up into the brain, and it changes the way that your brain sees and observes life. And what happens over time is we have a client, we have a friend, we have an ex, whatever. All these things start to close off the heart. And we want to keep opening the heart. And the more we keep opening the heart is actually what has that deep, rich conversation with life. And this is where we romanticize life. And this is where life is like, oh, did you know I was going to give you this surprise? Did you see I wanted to show you this miracle? Like, did you know like this was going to happen? It's when our hearts are so open that these beautiful surprises of life can just show up and appear for us. So I'm so excited. I'm Samantha Blossom. If you're ready to get started on some work now, I do have the Channel Pleasure. It's $33 per month. It's so easy. You pop in there, you listen to some audios, get your system rebooted, and it's just pop in, pop out. No not a ton of assignments, just listen, get your frequency up, and go about your day. So all of this work is around how alive can you feel? How much of your own expression can you bring out into the universe? So I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for me. I'm so excited for us. Let's bring this consciousness work out into the universe. Yay, beautiful love. I will see you again very soon.